Sean for President username. Hi to everybody in the Philippines and all across Asia. We tried to schedule several different times so that we could hopefully talk to as many of you as we can. So yeah, I am hoping that we can do a couple of them next weekend that are at different times as well. So bear with us as we try and get better at scheduling. Was the early one good for a lot of you? If any of you guys were on there, was it good for any of you? Yeah. I don't know, maybe. Good morning, Emily. Yes, the 11 a.m. one. Was that helpful? We're just trying to make these as best as we can. So we're trying out different times to see what works best. The 11 a.m. one seemed to work out the best. And then the 6 p.m. one seemed a little late for some people. So we're going to try and adjust that one. Make it maybe like 5 p.m. And then for the later one, we'll try and figure something out. So we're working on it, I assure you. When we're sending out our first family mission tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific time. So since you guys are all up at whatever crazy hours it is, I thought I'd just tell you what it is. Basically, we're going to ask that you hold up a sign that says, "I love the Century family," or something like that. Take a picture of it and post it on either Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter or Instagram, one of them fancy services, and then tweet us the link, and underneath for the caption, write what your favorite song is or something about the Century family that you really like. And so it'll be really simple. We wanted to kind of start it off nice and easy for everyone, and it'll be a cool way because what we're going to do is everybody that posts, we're going to periodically throughout the week, we're going to post different ones that we happen to see. On our different sites. With me tonight. Up. Chickened out. Chickened out. Wait. Nope. Who's gone? Chris Ann says, stop using the cameras because it lags. I don't know if that's true or not, but sorry if it's lagging. We have bad internet over here, so I'm very sorry. Don't be annoyed. There's so many other things in this world that are annoying. Anyways, as we've been doing with these, they've been going really well. Feel free to ask some questions, and I will do my best to answer them. Or if you just have something that's on your mind that you feel like talking about for the next 30 minutes, I am totally game since I am overtired, so my brain is like, it's on, but it's not on. So the more mindless, the better. We will actually try using Stickam again. I'm working on setting up a new account for Stickam for the TC family. So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So if anyone was wondering, we'll be using Stickam next week. And we'll try different things until we get it working great. But what's really cool is over the 3 chats, we've had almost 450 people participate in the chats, which is pretty awesome, I think. So I'm incredibly excited for Manila. I know probably more details than I'm able to say anything about, but all I can tell you is that they're going to be incredibly special. And the biggest thing that we wanted to do when we said that we wanted to go back there is we wanted to make it something that would be accessible to a lot of people. So we're going to try and do a bunch of cool stuff to meet as many of you as possible and do whatever we can. So hopefully the details will be soon. We don't know all the details yet, which is kind of crazy, but it's going to be really so we did choose a song we're gonna cover, and we're gonna do something different for it. So you will see. Yes, I plan on shaving. Why our goatee's not in anymore? Because I thought goatees were like the coolest thing in the world. No, I'm shaving. Shaving this disgustingness off my face. I wish I could grow a beard. Like if I could grow a beard, yeah, I look like a dad right now. I have super dad facial hair. If I'm gonna shave that, go less dad on facial hair. Oh, but Garrett has like crazy man beard. It looks so bushy and interesting. So uh, no, it's like hobo chic though. It's like a fashion statement, you know? Fashion statement. But anyways, back to what you were saying about the cover, where it is a popular song that we probably would never do normally, but we're doing something different, and it might just be one of us doing it, and it might be in a very different way. So, yeah, you'll see. It'll be really cool, and hopefully you guys will like it. It is not Call Me Maybe. Don't stress. Not Call Me. But it is a very pop song, so but we do something very different with it. So, and it's not One Direction. A lot of people ask for that, but it's not Cher Lloyd. It's not the main. I'm just gonna start crossing things. Happy birthday, Cheska. Happy birthday. But you guys will see. It's cool. Hi Denise. I hope this does not start a war of people asking to say hi. I will say hi at the very end. Touring with Good Charlotte was incredible. It was weird because when Joel was growing up, he listened to them a lot as like in like middle school, and they kind of have like this very much like this like celebrity status to them because it's just different with them. They were on TV so much when we were kids, and they the first day that we met them, just to show you like how kind of people they are. First day, we were in the dressing rooms hanging out, and we're just like, we were so nervous to like go and be like, we're really excited to be on tour, blah blah blah. So we're just sitting in our rooms being super lame because we were really shy. And then all of a sudden we get a knock on the door, and it's Benji, and he just comes in and he's super nice and just like so excited to have you on the tour. How's this going? How's that going? Really like this song you guys have, like the nicest guy in the world. And then Joel came in too, introduced himself, and they're two of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And that band works super hard. They really do. And we learned a lot from them. And, yeah, that was a really really interesting tour. I don't think we were prepared for that tour in terms of like we were still figuring things out with playing our new record and playing Sound of Fire and a lot of the new songs, and like it was a very good experience. It was a great tour. Oh, and Forever the Sickest Kids guys are on that tour too. They're incredibly nice. Caleb's a good guy. Caleb's a really cool guy. Yes, of course, Japan. That would be awesome. I used to have a sticker in my room that I had on my bookshelf, and it said, my mom thought it was always really funny. Because it was a sticker that said, my band's big in Japan. And I always had that sticker, and I always thought it would be really funny if one day we actually got to play in Japan. Like how crazy that was. So the whole Europe thing was crazy. The Philippines thing is crazy. It's like you don't appreciate, not that we don't appreciate, but you don't have perspective on it until you come home, and then you're like, how the freaking hell did I get over there and play music? It's the weirdest thing. So yes, Japan would be wow. And what's really cool is like I know that some people don't realize this, but the reason that our having this Century family and having the street team stuff is so important is because the reason that we got on the tour in Manila was because of everybody that supported us on that requested the songs that did all that stuff. Then when we did the Europe stuff, the reason that we started getting so much interest is because we had people in Europe that were talking about it so much, and it was creating a lot of buzz about it. So when this, even in Indonesia too, we got hit up for Indonesia as well because of that. So it's really, really cool. So thank you guys for being so supportive. Yes, and you know Radio Drive By. They're very, very cool guys. Aren't they from here? They're from AZ. I feel bad when I don't know where everyone's from. Freeway Frank? Is that like a radio station thing? Thoughts on tongue piercing? Well, I'll put it to you this way. Here's my favorite tongue piercing story. Totally true story. I had a friend named Meredith. She was in my elementary school class, and then she went to middle school and kind of became a total slut. And that is not what I'm about to say about the tongue rings. Totally not the same reason, but she did become a total slut. But the reason the tongue ring thing was crazy is because she decided to get a tongue ring when she was 12, and she got it pierced. And one day she was at lunch, and she ate a sandwich, and the tongue ring popped out. And so she just had the open hole, and she was still eating her sandwich, and she didn't even notice it. So all of a sudden she realized, oh my God, I lost my tongue ring. Well, the hole closes up because if some of you know about how piercings work, like some piercings heal really quickly. So it was a fresh piercing, so it healed really fast. And what ended up happening was the bread had gotten caught in the tongue, and she started growing mold out of her tongue. And she had a full-on infection on her entire tongue. And it was the most disgusting thing I had ever seen in my entire life. And from then on, it made me wonder how crazy that would be to ever have a tongue piercing. I personally would never have a tongue piercing. I find piercings interesting. I personally don't have any piercings. That's my stance. It's not a stance. I just tell that story and everyone cringes. And then they just like, that is the grossest thing I've ever heard. Would I ever get a tattoo? It's funny. I think tattoos are amazing. I think tattoo artists that can do stuff. I see some amazing tattoo artists, and I think it's awesome. I have never really committed to getting a tattoo. I don't know why. I feel like I just never had that urge to be like, I'm going to get a tattoo, so I just haven't ever gotten one. I think we're the band with the least tattoos of all time because Joel is the only one with one. And that's it. I think Alex is thinking about getting one. Sorry. I am a little tired, not going to lie. How do I like my eggs? It really depends. Breakfast sandwiches, fried eggs. You gotta go fried eggs. Over medium is how I use it. Thank you. So, I don't get easily sick, but my nose always sounds like this. My voice always sounds like this, so people just think I'm constantly sick. But that's just my voice. So. Go to sleep, Karina. Go to sleep. Okay. We'll chat again. I really like playing our new song Skeletons because it was one of those songs where we started practicing it on this Europe tour, and we had never done it before live, and we were just kind of like figuring it out. And by the end of the tour, we had finally been like, now we know how to play it, and then the tour was over. So I look forward to relearning how to play that song. Actually, we've been spending a lot of time practicing. We're doing working on a lot of new songs and figuring out how to play them live. Jules is off. Yes, I will definitely check that out. I will save that here. Hold on, let me copy it. Awesome. Yes, I will definitely check that out when we're done chatting here. Tons of dried mangoes. Those are amazing, by the way. If any of you guys have not tried dry mangoes, it is the most amazing thing ever. Just munch on it. It's like it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just delicious. I've never had durian, but I hear it smells horrible. So it kind of scares me. Of course I have had chicharron before. Of course. I know, it's crazy. Skeletons is #1 on the charts in the Philippines, which is absolutely crazy. Yeah, don't even know how to explain that. I did try Nando's. If anyone here is from Europe, I have tried Nando's. Actually, Jared from the main, he was big. He's like, I'll try Nando's. And then I was like, okay, I would love to try Nando's. And then nice. That was a terrible Jared impression. Oh, I just saw him the other night. Some of you guys don't know Jared or have heard him talk before. He's one of the funniest people you'll ever meet in the world. He is so freaking funny. Anyways, he showed me Nando's, and Nando's is awesome. It's like a chicken place, chicken sandwiches, sides and stuff, and it's incredible. I don't think I'm gonna try balut. I don't think I've got the balls to eat the egg thing. It just freaks me out. Not because it's, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if I've got it in me. I just don't know if if I'm just gonna throw it out really. I think that it's like any culture's delicacy. It's like, it's an acquired taste. So I think for some people it's really good, and then for other people it doesn't taste that good. So it's cool though. When we came to the Philippines in June, what was really cool is when we came down, the guy that put on the show, his name's Vernon, and he treated us amazing. And one of the things he did when we first got there was he had someone cook us a traditional Filipino dishes. So we had like all these plates of stuff that I don't even know what I was eating, but everything was so freaking good. It was awesome. And no balut, but regardless, it was awesome. What food puts me in a good mood? I'm a big fan of sushi. I love sushi. I could eat sushi every day of the week. I love Italian food. Um, I just like Asian food in general a lot. So I like noodles. Anything with noodles, I'll just eat noodles all day. I'm sure there's some of you in here that will agree that like there's nothing better than just a bunch of noodles. I could just suck down noodles all day. I love Brazil. Yes, absolutely. My dad went to Brazil many years ago for about 6 months, and he was working there. And when he came back, he would not shut up about how amazing Brazil was, and all the churrascarias, and just all of the nightlife, and just how awesome it was there. And so when I was really young, I was always like, oh, let's go to Brazil one day. Favorite candy is some of you may know. I love Haribo gummy bears. My voice is not deep, but thank you though. That is the first person that's ever told me my voice is deep. Uh-oh. Oh, that, yes. I did message somebody about that. Somebody direct messaged me on Twitter, and I sent them a reply back with the email. So Sorry if you're just seeing that now. Yes. I don't think I've considered skydiving. I just don't know. I feel like if I get to, like I get to I'm in the plane, I'm going up. Like, have some of you guys seen the Red Bull thing where the guy jumps out from outer space? Have you guys seen that? It's freaking insane. He jumps 128,000 feet in the air straight down. It's the craziest thing you'll ever see. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could skydive. Maybe if I could just get the courage to like pull it together. Um, I'll tell you a funny story about my favorite chocolate. Well, it's not my favorite, but it became a tradition. So several years ago, Ryan and I actually lived together for a bit. We were roommates. Uh, what happened was Ryan. Some of you don't know. Yes, Sean's story time. Might as well. I got about 10 minutes before I pass out, so I'll just tell you guys a quick story and then leave you on. So about 6 years ago. Oh no! Oh my gosh! How long ago? I've been running for like 8. When did I move to Arizona? I moved to Arizona junior year of high school, so probably like okay. I started Ryan. What happened was Ryan. Okay, let me backtrack so this makes sense. I was in a band, and the band was looking for a drummer. So we looked in the Craigslist ads and found Ryan. So I actually never, I didn't like Ryan at first because when we met him, he was like super awkward and shy, and I was like, I don't know about this guy. He seems weird. What ended up happening was he ended up becoming the drummer of the band that I was in, and the band ended up playing some shows and stuff locally, and it just kind of fell apart. But Ryan and I started getting really close, so we were like, you know what? Let's just break off this band and start something else because we were so unhappy with it. And so that's how the Century kind of started was through me and Ryan. Oh, puppy! Want to say hi? Come here. Come here. Say hi to everybody. She doesn't know what to do. This is Heidi. She's the most adorable thing in the world. And this is our other puppy. Hey puppies, it's puppy time. Sorry guys, it was story time. It is officially now puppy time. Heidi is an Australian Shepherd. She's the cutest thing in the universe. And and this is Nala, and she's a big old golden retriever, and she's out of her mind. She's loud, and she's gonna probably bark in about 5 seconds. Okay, Heidi, get down. So after the puppy break, they're just gonna kind of chill. Um, she's a puppy. She's less than a year old. That's a puppy. Okay, so anyways, Ryan and I start the Century, and of course I end up having Alex play bass, and then Alex introduced us to Joel because they went to high school together, and Joel had just left his old high school to go to this school called NSA, which is where Alex and them met, and then that's how kind of we all came together. Um, but in the very beginning, Ryan and I moved into this house together, and we were roommates for about 4 years, and we had this tradition because we were like we hit this point where we like didn't know what we wanted to do because I was in school and I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool if one day we could just freaking play music and not do anything but play music? How freaking awesome would that be? So we would always like have like Ryan had a big pickup truck, like a huge freaking ugly ass Silverado pickup truck that he drove around. It was so awesome though, because it was such like a beast of a car. And we drive around in this freaking giant ass truck, and we'd ride around and we'd talk about how awesome it would be that if we could do this, like where we would go and like all the shows we would play and all this stuff. But we were also like always pigging out on stuff. Like we would always like get like a box of cookies and eat it in like an hour because we would just like pig out on sweets. And so we had this thing where I don't know if does anyone know like Cadbury chocolate? Cadbury chocolate's pretty popular. Okay. there are these cream eggs that they always have. And it's not good chocolate. It's just cheap chocolate that's not Hershey's, because Hershey's is terrible. So anyways, we would, I guess that, there goes my Hershey's endorsement. But anyways, the cream eggs, and we would sit in his pickup truck and just eat chocolate-covered Cadbury cream eggs and just sit there talking about like a bunch of bullshit and just eat cream eggs all day. And that was our existence for like a good 2 years. Totally true. And I don't think after that point we ever ate cream eggs again, because it kind of reminded us of like sitting lonely in a pickup truck. we didn't want to reminisce until we found the right time. So that was a really useless story. You guys are so welcome for that. Where is everyone else? Well, it's about 1:30 in the morning right now. So Alex is sleeping, Joel is sleeping, and Ryan is also sleeping. So Ryan, some of you asked, Ryan wasn't able to do the chats this week because he lives quite far from us and was carless because his car is getting fixed. So Ryan will be back next week doing the chats on certain ones. So I'm going to get some sleep in about 5 minutes. So if you have any last requests or questions, be happy to answer. If I give you $1 million to let me shave your head, yeah, absolutely, go for it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading what. Okay, send me a direct message on my Twitter about it, and I will get back, and I'll send it to you directly. At this entry, send it to that, or like tweet at me, and then we'll figure it out. Cool. That's true. So at refinement. Would I shave my goatee? Of course, I'm gonna shave this. Yeah. Sideways camera. Hi, Cassidy. To the TC Bud fam. I'm not sure what that is. It sounds slightly disturbing. Sure, I will recap. We talked about a bunch of stuff, and we're doing our first family mission tomorrow. There'll be about it that you will receive at 12:30 Pacific time. What it is you're going to take a picture holding a sign that says "I love this Century family" or something similar, and then send the picture to Twitter, and then when you send it to that, we're going to post the pictures and stuff on different sites. And also in the caption of the picture, just write like a quick message. Your favorite song. We are making new TC bracelets. We're actually, we are launching all new merch in November. But we're doing something really, really cool. We're going to be able to launch this thing that we've been working on for a while, which is you'll learn about in a couple weeks. And it's really cool, and you'll see. There are going to be new hoodies. Yes, we made new hoodies for the winter time. They're pretty cool. We wanted to make them kind of simple, but they're cool. I'm happy. I like them a lot. And we have new bracelets, and we're working on necklaces, and this thing that we are going to launch in November too that you'll see is really cool. I think I've never seen another band do it before, which is why we're going to try and do it. It'll either be really awesome or no one will want it. So it'll be one of the two things. And it's something that you can continue to hold on to and will continue, you can keep, I don't want to give anything else away. But you basically, when you hold on, you have this item, you can continue to replenish the stuff with this item. It's hard to describe it other than that. You'll see. It's really cool though. And then, and the UK store, that's the other thing. For those of you that don't know, we have a UK store now. I'm trying to remember the link. It's Fires. What did else now? I think it's okay. If you go to that, okay, if you know about it or you don't know about it, this is the first time, we have a store for the UK. And what's really cool is that they were really excited about launching it, and it's going really well, and they're going to allow us to print new stuff over there as well. So we'll be bringing in stuff that's for, whatever we do in the U.S. we'll be able to do, as well as we can do exclusive stuff for each thing. So it'll be really, really cool. We're really excited about it because we've never had something like that before. We're also going to be launching stuff to the Philippines soon, and we would love to have a merch store in Brazil. That would be wonderful. I think once we can finally get over there, I think so. Again, we apologize because I know it's expensive to ship stuff, but hang with us, hang tight with us. There's a lot of cool stuff. Those of you, if there's anyone that's from the U.S. that's in this, because it's really late, I doubt there is, but if you are, we are going to do a couple of Christmas shows on the West Coast. I know that doesn't, I'm sure that doesn't make any, but just like a home Christmas show and maybe a California Christmas show. We can't do a whole U.S. thing right now because we're in the middle of filming stuff, but we wanted to do some sort of December Christmas thing. So maybe we'll do something cool where, what if we did this? What if we broadcasted the Christmas shows so that that would be kind of cool. We've never really done like a live stream thing like that before, so we'll work on that. I just know that the lagging is kind of tough, but it might be kind of cool. We'll try and work something out with that. We are planning on coming back to Chain Reaction crazy soon. In December is the plan. I think we're going to do a Christmas show. So anybody that's used to coming to Chain Reaction shows, really, it will not be on Christmas. It will be around. Is Kevin doing a show in December? Where is he doing a show? I wish I could say something. I definitely not. So, Lydia, am I going? Oh, hold on. Yeah, we'll be at Kevin's show. Kevin's got a show coming up, of course. Anyways, guys, I hate to do this, but and then I'm gonna go. You always gotta play with puppies and then go to sleep. So have a wonderful evening, morning, day. We're gonna do this next week. We hope that you guys enjoy the week. There'll be some news to report later in this week about the cover. We're gonna film some stuff for it, so we'll tell you about that when it comes up. Of course, remember Pumpkin Bumpkin. So good night to all of you. Safe. Au revoir. Hasta luego.